Alrighty. Let's see. Oh, I didn't get that working tonight. Well, I don't even know if people care about this camera. I think it's something people care about. Okay, whatever. Alright, let's see. What am I doing here? There's a bunch of... Sorry, update to the new OBS version. I'm kind of digging around in some stuff. That still works. What's this? Okay, well anyways, I'm trying to figure it out right now. So right now I'm just gonna explain what I'm doing. Right now there's this thing that happens when you have, right now when you have a deck and you want to do a test on it, and you want to like test a hand or something, you want to do test hands, you can turn shuffling off. But when you do a test hand, it shuffles it. If you turn shuffling off, it pulls the deck order from the deck list, and so what'll happen is when you hit test, it'll shuffle it and then save it. But with a starter deck and other decks in the starter deck group, you cannot actually save them, so it just goes to the default order anyways, because it's unable to save. That like method of not shuffling the deck, of like saving, because it loads it from the actual deck list file, so it has to save there, means that if I want to test like this particular hand, how it works, and I hit test, it will save that deck order permanently. Oh god, it didn't even load the right deck that time. Actually, I think it's because I messed with... Oh, I took the code out already, before I started the stream. But yeah, I'm trying to make it work a different way so that, one, it doesn't save the deck order, so it doesn't cause that issue where your deck order changes to whatever hand you want to test forever. And two, I want to have it load directly from the deck editing screen the same way that side decking works. So now that I have side decking worked out, I have like a better idea of how decks load. And I think I can pretty quickly snap this in. So I don't think this is going to be a long stream, but I'm going to be hunting down a good number of different bugs, whatever I can find. I'm just going to keep running tests over and over, trying to find any issues in like the networking or the game engine itself. And yeah, because I want to get this thing cleaned up for a series of tournaments I want to run over the starting like next year, I think, at some point, once the game is really stable and there's more cards in here. And there's already like there's already enough cards in here, but I want to confirm everything is really clean, and stuff like that. So I need to go to... Oh, and I should set up reconnecting and watching better too before the tournament, so you can like watch, because you can watch people right now, but once a game starts, you can no longer watch anymore. You can't join to watch a started game. So P1 selected deck path equals user subfolder drop down the text. Okay, so right now it's sending this deck path through, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it set the deck path separately. So if, here it is, if shuffle when testing, oh wait, shuffle toggle, there it is. If shuffle toggle else. Then you can set the deck paths to these deck paths. But if the shuffle toggle is on, if the shuffle toggle is true, that means it'll shuffle. Oh, so then I want. Oh, it should never. I guess if the shuffle toggle's on, it doesn't matter, so we do want it like this. But then if the shuffle toggle's off and you care about the deck order, then P1 selected path will equal, I'm going to set it to solo no shuffle. There. I'm going to set it to this nonsense. And I'm not going to make an enum for this. I don't think I need to, and I don't want to deal with, in particular, making sure that it can handle string, because an enum is seen as an integer, and the deck paths are sent as a string, so there'll be like variable mismatches that happen downstream if I ever set this to a non-string. So just remembering these strings, and it's only this one, and sometimes it equals just online. Those are the only two anyway, so I think it's okay. Although it's a slippery slope of adding a second one, but I'm just gonna do what I can here to make this happen faster. Add new user. Login user, CPU. Everything else should be fine. Oh, what I do have to do is actually load everything in. So, for card ID in. Oh, I'm looking for zone has. Okay, I gotta remember how to actually get to this. From test button, I need to get all the way up to, I guess the easiest way is going to be to do this from the root. So then at that point, what I'm looking for is in deck edit for the side decking code. Oh, edit screen? No. Deck search? Where did I put the side deck code? Deck UI. I thought it was here, but it's not. Where's side deck confirm? Next game ring. I can't remember how the button for siding confirming pops up. Is it in deck UI? Oh, that's right, it is in deck UI. Oh, perfect. Okay. So we just take this. We can just take this function here and pop it in. Oh, this is finding it from confirm siding button. And the test button's is almost in the same place, so this will be easy. So I can just say temp working node. Okay, so I do need this variable. And then I can just say that deck edit node. Test siding, confirm siding. Deck edit node here. So temp working node equals deck edit node dot get node edit screen empty snaps, which is correct, I think. Yeah, it is, because we're getting the side decking was using the same preload. So for row in temp working node dot zone has, temp card node equals deck edit node. Oh, temp card node is not defined. Okay, so then that should be everything. Oh, this is actually super easy. I actually figured, oh, heck yeah. Okay, so then temp card node. And then we just do this for side deck. Well, let me see right now. So what we're going to be skipping is load deck to current, which is going to say if deck file does not equal online. And deck file, you know what? If deck file dot write 3 is not txt. That's all it needs to check. So that way, or .txt, let's do 4. This way, we actually know for sure that we're hitting one of the weird strings, and I don't even need to know what it is, because it's going to be the same for no shuffle, which is that it's going to skip over this, in which it needs to load, let's see, the entrant, the deck, the spirit deck, and the side deck. So the entrant is the one that I'm missing in the other one. Oh, and let's go for P1 current deck name too. And that should do it. Wow, that's simple. Oh wait, P1 current entrant equals blank, P1 current entrant dot append. But that only happens also, no, this happens even if it's not. Oh, I see. Okay, so then I can ignore the entrant part of this, because it'll pick it down here. So then all I have to do is set everything else, which is already what this other code is. Wow. So then under confirm siding button, this code here, I can just recall. But we're not using sided main or sided spirit. We're just doing this. Okay, so then I should make some changes then. So if this is not a function, something I can make into a function. For row and temp working node dot zone has, for ID and row, if integer ID is not equal 0, then temp card node equals deck edit node dot get node. Find the node, sided main. No. So we're just going straight to game manager dot p1 current deck dot append the card. Okay. And then ding ding, and then what we're gonna do here is for row in temp working node dot zone has, if in ID is not equal 0, temp card node equals. Oh wait, is it doing this every time? This should only do this if it's not shuffling. So let's jump this over one tab, the one indent, because we can save the resources and skip this if we're loading off the text file and use the regular. Well, it doesn't save any resources, does it? It's whatever. For row and temp working node dot zone has, if in ID is not equal 0, da, da, da. So this one is temp working ID is that needs to change every time. This is for, we're gonna do the spirit deck, so let's set this to SP stamps, and then P1 current deck, P1 current spirit deck. And then this one's going to be SD snaps, and then this is going to be P1 current side deck. Perfect. All right, and then that should load everything fine. Let's see if that just works. Wow. This could be fast. This could have been real quick. Oh, P2 needs something too. Oh, you know what? We're going to the same deck onto both of them. So we can just do this. Oh wait, side, spirit, yeah, good, perfect. Perfect! And then so now this should make everything super intuitive on a UI level. And it should make it so that you can test invalid decks, which wasn't possible before as well, although I think it's gonna throw an error still. Like if I... Whoa! That's wrong. How did this... What the heck happened now? Wait, what did I do? What did I change? Uh-oh. What did I change? Let me go to my user folder and see what the decks are. The decks are still correct. So the deck file is not wrong. And that was this fault? That was the fault of this?
Alabaster goldfish.
Yeesh. Why is it doing that now? What did I mess up? Is it because of the other thing? Is it because, hold on, that was in Game Manager. Is it because I changed this? If deck file dot write does not equal, deck file should be a path. Oh wait, this should be equals. If it is txt, then do this. Is that all? Oh, and down here I didn't change it. I guess I do use load deck to current pretty frequently, so maybe that was more of an issue than I thought, that I'm trying to skip it sometimes. I just don't remember if load deck to current is even the thing that puts the deck in. I thought that was load deck to view, but I guess it uses load deck to current somehow. In a way I don't really remember. Maybe I just don't remember everything about how this works in the first place, which is, I guess, normal at this point in the code base by myself like this. I'm not focused on any one part of it all the time. Yeah, that was the problem. Okay, so this is all good now. Let's put this back into here because that was actually messing me up earlier for testing stuff. Sort. Okay, save. Oh, my mouse is going a little crazy. Alright, so if I put this up here and hit test with no shuffle, do I go straight to the right deck order? No! That is still the old deck order. Oh, and that's still the starter deck? Wait, hold on. I think the starter deck is getting loaded. Remote, Game Manager, P1 current deck, solo, CPU. It is going to the starter deck. It's because it's not online, isn't it? Start standard game. There are places where the starter deck gets loaded because something else was an error. So let's see, this is one place. Load playfield, it happens. If not game is online and not game is from cutscene. Oh, it's checking path for validity. If game manager.p1 selected deck path equals there. So confirm that our deck is worried about the texts. Confirm that we have an actual deck list file in the first place and not one of the skips. This will help hedge for later when we add more of these stupid little strings to skip over deck loading normally and prevent the engine from missing. So let's double check that it works, and then double check after that if it works with shuffling on, and if it's loading the correct deck or not. And hopefully this doesn't break online. Deck. Test without shuffling. Let's move punch to the front, see if we actually get the test order deck. No, but we are getting the right deck now. Remote game manager. We do have the right deck. I'm pretty sure. Test order. Yeah, solo no shuffle. So we have the right deck going through. But for some reason, P1 current deck 75. It added it on top. It loaded it twice. How? Oh, because P1 current deck is loaded when it loads in the first time. So it's just adding them on top. So then when we hit test, there should be 4 cards in the spirit deck. Yeah. It's adding them twice because when it loads the deck for editing in the first place, it sends it to those arrays. They're already in there. So then when we hit test button, we actually have to zero out the original ones. So then game manager.p1 current deck equals nothing. Game manager.p2 current deck equals nothing. And then let's do these right in front of each one so it's less confusing. This is going to be P1 current spirit deck. This is going to be P2 current spirit deck. I might actually change this into a Shadowverse stream at some point now that I think about it. I'm getting worried about... I've been getting worried about the SVO coming up later this week. P1, P2 current side deck. But I do need to do this also. It's not like I don't need to get... I really got to get Kyoukai working. I actually have some other programming projects coming up now that aren't just for myself, so I really do need to get pushing. And I might stream that stuff too, to be honest. Play lobbies. Oh, nope, I'm so used to doing that. Test no shuffle. Oh, wait. This is gonna be... Oh! I turned shuffling on, that's right. But this is the right deck. Leave. Turn shuffling back off. Put a punch in the front. Let's see if it works. No! Game manager, the deck size is right, but it's in order. It's in the old order. It didn't grab anything. Why? Solo no shuffle stuck. So something else is going wrong. Let's try printing out Zone Has to see what we're looking at. Actually, let's move the card and then see if Zone Has is correct in the first place. I think it should be, but let's just see. And maybe the cards are resorting right before going. No, that can't be right. That can't be happening. Okay, so if I put the punch to the front, and then I go to remote, I should probably still save anyways. Main UI, deck edit. No, we're looking for main UI, deck edit, edit screens, or MD snaps. There it is. Zone Has. The first one is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What the heck? Oh, wait, wait, 1, 1. That can't be right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Wait, what? Is this not working correctly? 26, 1. Why is 0 have... Why is this like this? Why 5 twice? Uh-oh, Zone Has is not properly updating when I drop stuff in. Dropping card 26 into spot A07, but it's not. It's not showing 26 at all. 26 into spot A04. Yeah, it's not showing 26 at all. Okay, that's not good. Dropping. Set Zone Matrix has which card ID? This is what should be happening here. Clear old card ID location. Set Zone Matrix has which card ID? So let me... Setting. And then Zone ID... as containing on matrix zone matrix node dot name, which would give us Zone Has there in MD snaps or whatever. Which is this gotta be, where is this used? Nowhere? Oh, there it is. Dot Zone Has, yeah. And then card ID to set with card ID and then plus string card ID. Okay, so that should give us a lot of information. when we drop a card in. And let's see what that looks like.
Alabaster goldfish.
Oh crap, it has to do it for every single card that shifts over, doesn't it? But why is it so... Okay, setting AO1, setting card 1 and 2. Oh, this is on the spawn. Does this not happen at all when I move this card around? MD Snap BO7. Set zone matrix has which card ID isn't getting called at all? How is that possible? Wait, is this how many lines are changing when this happens? Let me see over here. 3. Yeah, dropping card 3 into spot. But zone has is changing, so why is it changing at all? So dropping card into spot 80, yep, and then send the MD snaps, but it's sending that too, so we're... I bet one of these has a print right above it. Nope, it's not that easy. Okay, so it's definitely this one of these. Maybe I'll put a number. Hold on, let's put a number in front of each one so we can try to identify where we're coming from. 2, 3, 4. And maybe that will let us track down what we're looking for pretty fast.
Alabaster goldfish.
Is it 2 every time? Let's see. So when I pick a card up, nothing happens. I move it to here, nothing happens. Drop it down. 1 dropping card. Oh, that's because it's the 2 different kinds. Yeah, for skipping over and actually going to the end. Okay. So it's 1 and 2. It seems like 3 and 4. Oh, these are the side decking ones, actually. Yeah, these are the side decking ones. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. So it's just here and here. In both cases, that code for the zone has is missing. Current deck locations. Global.current deck locations. Oh, that's something else. That's correct, actually. Yeah, okay. Move me to next open deck slot. Insert me into deck. Is this where the zone has is happening, actually, in this function? It is. Matrix node.zone has. Gets the card ID and drops it in. Why is it going for the card ID in such an awkward way? This is unnecessary. Because we have the source moving card name. All we need is the last... Oh, because... No, this makes sense. If it's like 3... I don't want to deal with doing like string work. This is actually probably more secure too. Less likely to cause issues. It's probably why I did it this way, but it is very unnecessary to do it this way a little bit. Especially because I should have just set this as a variable. So let me just do that right now. Okay, that's better. And then the important thing is that for some reason the zone matrix is getting set wrong by move me to next open deck slot. Wait, is it? Do we know it is? Or is it working fine? It's not working when we drop it into the middle, but it might be working fine on the last slot, like when you have it, when you have empty spots like that. So let's double check that. Remote deck, game manager, deck. Here it is, and we're going to the end. Spot 40 is null. That can't be right. Oh, 39, 30. There we go. Let's do that. 39 does not change. That's no good. Oh, wait, no, we're looking for zone has, not that. Main game deck. I think if I save, that's what'll change this 30, 31 to go away. So let me try doing that. Save. Saved, and then, no, nothing changed. But if I load desk order again, yeah, okay, so that's what I have to do to make that push, but that's fine. That's not a big deal. Save, I have to reload it for it to show up. Yeah. And then if I go to deck edit, because it's not really using that until you get into the game, so it's preloading it for almost no reason, but I don't want to mess with it because I'm sure it gets used in other places. If I go to deck edit, edit screen, what was it? MD snaps. Last slot 40. Take it off 0, drop it down 40. Okay. 87. 198. What the heck? Wait, what the heck? 58. Why is that one 58? What is 58? 58 is that one. It's just loaded in a weird order. Does it know that in MD snaps? No, it doesn't. This is 198. But MD snaps thinks it's 87. Why does it think that? It keeps giving 87, even though it should be 198. Which, if I go to this card, what is its ID? What is it that it thinks its own ID is 87 to begin with? Oh, I changed it just now. Oh my god. Oh wait, let me unload it. Oh, I killed it. Yeah, I killed it. I set it to -48 on accident myself. Huh. So the card's own ID isn't matching its own number. But why? Card ID should just always be... Has this been broken the whole time? It would explain some other weird bugs if this has been happening.
Alabaster goldfish.
Decks. Go to remote. I go to main. I deck edit screens. So right now everything is normal. If I go to card, the card ID is what it is. Card ID 2. Now if I take this out, then drop in a new one, it's 87. Huh. 87, 87, go to zone has. It's weird. Oh wait, is this related to reloading it? All the numbers get crazy. If I close this and reopen it, reloading it, all the numbers get insane. But they don't know that they're insane? It thinks it's card ID 1, but it's not. It's card ID 40. Actually. What the heck? I go to global, because this is related to a thing in global called like next spawn or something. Last spawn card ID 113, so the next one should be 114. It's still 113. Made card 146. And 146 has card ID 90. Ugh. This is happening in main. Wait, actually, spawn card. Global.last spawn card ID plus equal 1. So this should have changed to 114. Oh. There we go. Global last spawn card ID 117. But it's not, is it? It goes way higher. It's 143 right now for some reason. We can see that it's not, so somewhere it's getting set again. Is it happening in add card? Let's see. This doesn't have, I don't use names that often, so let's see. Oh god, I do use names that often. How often do I change the name of the card? It shouldn't be happening a lot. Somewhere in here, the name is getting changed. Spawn card, global last spawn card, card uninstantiated. Let me double check something. Oh wait, up here, spawning card. There's a spawning card information. So when I do this, it should say something, right? Yeah, there we go. Spawning card 118 into slot A09. And it's giving out 146, so hold on. $135, spawning card 120. Where does spawning card print? spawning card a bunch of places. Spawning card into slot BO6. So it's the one where it's just printing just spawning card into a zone, into slot. There it is. This is happening in spawn me in. That makes sense. Its name is not changing. Card ID. At that time, it knows it has 120 correctly. So when does it change to 135? And where's it getting 135 from, anyways? Its card ID should still be 120. Its card ID is 79. Oh, Lord. But it's printing... Oh, wait, Dragon Card 79. Yeah, it thinks it's 79. What the heck? And then under global, the next card is 120. So where is it getting 79 from? Hold on, I think if I do this, the card appears somewhere. $121. Okay, let's go back to the dot name thing. Let's try to figure out when the name changes first. These are all custom scripts for cards, so we can ignore all these. Oh, wait. How often do we set the name of an object? Very rarely. In fact, this is the only time. What the heck?
Alabaster
I'm
goldfish.
suspicious about how much this has to do with last spawn ID itself changing. Yikes. It's getting hot in here again.
Alabaster goldfish.
ID 113, yeah. So if I go to remote, main, deck edit, edit screen, 113, where's 113? Oh, it's in the search end. It's in search. It's under deck search. Search BD. Yeah, there they are, 113. So if I pick up this, setting card name with ID 114, which is what this should be. Right, but it says there, it already thinks it's card 88. Why? And where is it getting 188 from? Or where is it getting 88 from? Because 88 exists. No, it doesn't. Oh! I'm picking up. Oh, this has to do with when I pick it up. So, okay, so let's talk about how this works. These are all loaded cards, but when I pick them up, it spawns a new one. So when I pick this up, it should be deck card 58. Let's see, if I hide 58, it'll be hidden. Yeah, so that's card 58. The 58th card spawns since this deck edit loaded. If I pick it up, 58 goes away, and it creates 116, setting a card name with ID 116. 116 is now here, in its spot. No? Where's 116? Oh, there. I didn't hide it properly. Oh, it's re-showing itself immediately? What the heck? Oh, there we go. 116, there. So it creates 116 in its place. But, is something happening when I drag it? Does it think I picked up the other one? So if I take 116, and I put it down somewhere... Oh, crap. So let me get rid of this. If I take 117 now, and I put it over here, 117... Oh, I didn't drop it into the right place. Oh my god. My mouse is really messing up right now. Drag 117 in this spot. You cannot add more than 3 of this card to your deck. Oh my god. If I take 119 and I drag it into here, it puts 119 down, creates 120 to put into here. The original card just goes away forever. So 59 doesn't exist anymore. So this is 59 right now. If I drag 59 into here, it picks up and creates a new one. Oh no, but no, I had 59 in my hands. 59 goes here. And this has card ID 59. But the card that went in to replace it, 121. Double check. That's 121. 121 has card ID 121. So far all that stuff is right. However, when I pick up 121 and I drag it over here, spawning card 122, dragging card 121, this is all right. If I pick up this boomerang fish, it thinks I'm dragging card 4, and I drop into here, and it is card 4. And it is card 4? It is still card 4. It is. Oh my god. What do I... So card 4 is still card 4. So there's no issues there, but then once I reload, something happens. Once I load it again, now all bets are off, or it's still working properly. Card 60. Go to card ID. Is card 60. Down here. Wait, what the heck? Why are there so many cards? Card 58. It's card 58. This is in deck editor or search? Oh, this is in search. So then down here, like card 21. It's card 20. Whoa. Card 20. It's card 9. No, that's database location. Card 20. Yeah, 19. 19. Wait, what the heck? Database location is wrong now, too? No, that was just a coincidence. 14, and it's I'm looking at card 15. Okay, so something's going on, and here this is 7. 7 card ID 1. Okay, so something happens when I respawn at everything, and I know it's related to the fact that card ID global.card spawn ID global.last spawn card ID, is that what it's called? Is getting reset around here somewhere. Here it is. Load deck for view. I think it's loading them too fast after this happens. Oh, it's happening. Load deck to current. This should be happening. Alright, let's try this. Do this up here. Await get tree dot create timer 0.1. Let's do a band-aid. Time out. And then copy that down here. Load deck to edit, it happens again. And it happens after load deck to current. Let's move this up to the top. Same thing with this one, which is happening start standard game. Let's give it also a timeout, and then here start cutscene game, and we'll also give that a time. Okay, let's see if that changes anything. So we'll set the counter to 0 way earlier and see if the problem is that it's trying to update everything like it changes mid spawn card.
Alabaster goldfish.
Now if I reload test order, okay. Was that really the problem? I think that was the problem. I think we got it. Alright, so then if I go like this, we get card 143. That's a very high number. We go to card ID 87. Ugh, God. If I go to the search, it doesn't even make sense. It's not even like a, oh wait, 147 came from here. Trying to spot card 87. It's 143 out of here. ID 114. Wait, what? When I pick this up, it makes card 115, drops into the CO7. So that's over there. It created 115 in the search bar. But there is no 115. Or there is, but it's this one. The card we actually created just now with 140. Which if I hide, should hide no? 140 is just a different card. Did it actually make 115? But why in the middle like that? If I hide that, no, that's not even it either. Spawning card 115. This is Pin Fencer Pixie, and if I go to card ID, it is 115, but its name isn't 115. Setting card name with ID 115. What? How is it becoming 140 instead? And is it only... No, it's wrong everywhere. So if I reload, is it just completely wrong? Wait, how many cards are in the search? Oh my god, the search never gets cleared. There's like a million cards over here. Oh my god, there are a million cards over here. Wait, what? It is, the search back, there's too many cards in search. If I go to the... Oh my god, this is way more than the number of cards there's supposed to be. Every time I reload like that. Oh, and now it's freezing. Every time I reload like that, it makes more search stuff. If I go to...
Alabaster goldfish.
Let's say I look at the search bar. decks. And then go to, this is normal, this is currently working fine. And I go to remote, main, deck edit, edit screen, deck search, search BG, SL snaps, zone has. Okay, that's normal. And then I load the deck again. You can see something happen here. This goes crazy. 32 cards, but this doubles in size. 169 if I go here. $113. Okay. Yep, something's up. It reloaded. Yeah. It's something's up. So okay. So what is it? When I select under, let's track this backwards. When I select something, a deck drop down. Load deck for view. Load deck to edit. Remove all loaded cards. False. If deck loaded cards for current card and deck loaded cards. One more check. I need to find the wrapping node for the search background.
Alabaster goldfish.
I can't believe I never noticed this was happening before. I wonder if this is a new error for some reason, like something new changed to cause this to happen. Probably not, huh? I just don't look at the search background enough. If I go to UI, deck edit, edit screen, search BG. But there is no search loaded cards. There it is, load search results. There it is, search loaded cards. Is held in main. Okay, so then if I go to we go to remove all loaded cards. And then if livesync.deck, lobby menu, do that. Do that. If reset entrant, do this. Get node entrant info header selected. Okay. And then let's run that stuff up again. And let's just do wrapping node equals. No, let's just do this new. Var main node equals. Oh no, that's this node. So then let's just copy this whole thing out and modify it to work on the search results, which should only happen in the deck edit view anyways. We just take all this, send it forward one, and I think we're good. So if wrapping node does not equal no, which we don't care about anymore, bring this back up. We're gonna set just search loaded cards to nothing for current card in search loaded cards. Wrapping node equals, we're going to go for, oh, there is a wrapping node. Okay, wrapping node equals get node. And then it's going to be this same thing to get to edit screen. But then instead of edit screen, we're looking for deck search. Oh, it's in the same, it's still in the same place. Deck search. We're looking for search BG, which contains zone has. Oh no. SL snaps, which contains zone has. So we're actually looking for zone BG. Deck search. Search BG. If search loaded cards does not equal nothing. For current card and search loaded cards, wrapping node dot get card and queue free, and we're good there. For X in range, oh, we don't need to do this. Search BG, zone has, SL snaps, zone has. Size is going to be, so X is 4, which I think goes 0 to 3 when you set X to 4 like that. Actually, I can double check that real quick, because 4 and 10 is for MD snaps, so whatever this says is, yeah, 4 and 10, yep. So, for SL snaps, it'll be 4 and 33, and this will go to 32, yep. Okay, and then search loaded cards set to nothing, clear that out too. Let's see if that does it. And then, oh, you know what? Empty, remove all loaded cards, like this. And it didn't call an await there for some reason. Which it absolutely should be calling awaits, so that it doesn't create issues with names conflicting, which is probably where the other issue is coming from. Save, refresh. Let's see if we got it.
All about the goldfish.
Did we fix it? So far so good. Oh. Base object of type dictionary. Invalid access a property or key. Card name. Oh. Wait, what the heck? Did I do them differently for some reason? Deck loaded cards has a card name as a string. Search loaded cards is actually used. So I can't change how it works, but it's different for no reason. Because it appends the actual node itself. Okay. I mean, sure. So then, instead of looking for the card name, we can just go for card node. Oh, it doesn't even need to... We don't even need to do a card node. We can just do... current card node queue free. Yeah. We don't even use wrapping node in it at all. Wow. Well, let's see if this just works. Oh, stretching. I'm a little tired.
Alabaster goldfish.
Yikes. Same problem. Queue free and base string. Filler. Oh my god. That's right. Sometimes it's filler. If type of... Wait, is that right? Yeah, type of lowercase. There, it should be purple. Because search loaded cards will contain, yeah, fillers. If I go to main, and go to search load, deck loaded cards never contains filler, right? I don't remember, but search loaded cards definitely contains filler. Some of these will be, yep, a filler slot that's just a snap position. Because the search loaded cards is like a zone has, but a little different. It's used for other stuff. I can't even remember why I made so many arrays represent the same thing and had to sync them all the time, but honestly, it's not even that hard. There's wrapper functions for a lot of this stuff anyways. But next time I do a project like this, which I am doing another project like this, I'll do a better job of that. So, alright. Nice, so you see it actually went away. And this is still working. And if I go into the UI, deck edit screen, go down here. Go to search background. $113 is actually card 113. Why are there little bugs in here? Let's hit test. No, wait, no, let's just load it. Oh wait, that's what I was doing. Take this out, put this in. That'll create 87. And it's actually 87. 87 is that number we kept seeing. Everything is linked up again. Okay. So now, if I do this, and we go to zone has, that card, which is under MD snaps, 1, 1, 2, okay, that's still wrong. The last part is still right. It's still got 87, and that's actually 87. So that, at least we fixed one issue. So now we have to figure out why when we move cards around inside of here, this happens. Yeah, it's wrong. Okay. It knows it's card 26. And if I put this over here, we're gonna get 4/4. Yep. And it knows it's card 26. So something's happening in Zone Has. So it is these. This is if it goes into the end, which is working. That one's working. So if I like take a bunch of these out, and then I put this in. Oh, whoops. I put this in. It says dropping card 88 into spot D04. So then if I go to spot D04, should be here, there's 88. So that's working. So the problem is happening in the second one where it drops it in and pushes it. Insert me into deck. Print target slot. Oh, that's where that's happening. That's why this is happening. That's why I keep seeing the random slot pop up if I do this. That's MD snap EO5. Okay, so that's where that was coming from. There it is. Matrix node.zone has. Oh, it pops up every once in a while. For I in range, templated matrix. Zone has. It is. I think it's pushing everything forward correctly, but it's never setting itself. That's what it is. It's never setting the one that got put. So it's pushing everything forward, but it's not setting for the slot that got pushed forward. So this is. So right now, let's see if we can predict this behavior. Slot number 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, here it is. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is 4. You pick it up. 26 goes into its spot. That's correct. If I put it down, it'll push it forward. And make 2 3s. Pick it up. 26 goes into slot 4. Put it down. Everything gets pushed forward properly, but it becomes 3. Even though the card I'm dropping is card 4. Oh, that's actually correct. I think. Wait, no. Okay, let's try to do this a different way. So this is 0, 1, 2. Pick it up, put it down, 1, 1. It's pulling the one from before it. It's weird. Let's get aside from the loop. When do we set our own? If start looping goes false and slot hit equals true. Move me to deck slot. Zone has equals get edit screen temp loaded matrix 1 card name card ID. It's getting the card name from temp loaded matrix 1. From the slot before it for some reason. But we don't need to get it from the slot before it. What we need to do is get it from itself, which should be source moving card name. It's the card that's pushing everything. So this should be source moving card name. Up here with source moving card name, this is if temp loaded matrix is blank. Which I can't even remember when that happens. Let's see if that one change fixes the last issue. And then I think we're set, and we can get back to what we were doing before, which is trying to load a on the shuffled deck and see if it works this time. So.
Alabaster goldfish.
Going to deck, going to remote, going to deck edit, looking to go to edit screen, going to MD snaps to look at zone has table 1. So we pick up punch, we put it down here. Nice! Pick it up, put it down. Nope. And then it knows. It knows it's dropping 27 in, but it's still randomly doing that. Okay, where though? If stop looping equals false and slot hit equals true. Oh, same issue up here. It happens twice. You know what? This is a very... I remember this code. This is weirdo stuff that I can't even fully explain again to myself. So, let's just make sure this is stop looping equals false and slot equals true is specific to when it stops moving each card forward one slot and it hits the slot that you're supposed to be dropping something into. And it should be source moving card name. Yep, it's moving itself in, so then I can do this. And then down here is when it's actually moving each slot, and that's when it should be pulling that code. Okay. Such... Alright.
Alabaster goldfish.
So I drop this here. 26. Take it up. Put it down. Pick it up. Put it down. Pick it up. Put it down. There it is. 26. Nice. Oh, thank goodness. Reload everything. Everything is correct. Take this out, drop this in. 1, 2, 4. Yep, 3's missing. Drop this random card in. 84. 84. 84. Nice! Okay. So now let's go to the starter deck. Everything is loaded correctly. This is all loaded correctly. Reload the starter deck. This is all loaded correctly. Move this up to here and hit test without shuffling. And it works! Wow, so that was the problem. And now if we go to test order, and then I move a punch up to the front and hit test. There it is! And if we go back, it did not retain the order. Perfect. Okay. Well, that's done. Alright. Let's try some more stuff. Let's just start trying things again. We're looking for an issue where sometimes when I'm playing with a friend, it doesn't hold up over a long period of games. So if we play like 3 games in a row, the third one will start to fail. So I'm going to open my second computer.
Alabaster goldfish.
Alright, actually I need to export this to do testing. So let's export everything. the newly working deck edit code. Get this pushed out, and then start trying games with myself. If there's one person here that wants to try it with me instead, I'll save that for, we'll do that later. But honestly, if anyone ever wants to actually play Kyoukai on stream, like during one of these streams, you just post in the, like, just put something in the chat and I'll see it, and we can do that, because it's just on Steam as a demo. There's no reason why I can't play with viewers while we're doing this. Approve. What if I did just like play music from Kyoukai while I was doing this, or like just playing my own stuff? I have stuff from Kyoukai that like I wanted to play at one point, but I'm worried about, I don't know what I'm worried about. Kyoukai music. Like this. Well, this is a song that I got abandoned at one point. Oh god, it's so loud. I was gonna use this for something, but then I like didn't use it on anything because there was nowhere in the game for it to go. Maybe I should keep where I'm listening back to this, I like it. Does it just go back around? Okay, yeah. Here, I'll just throw all the Kyoukai music into this playlist. I really do feel like maybe I shouldn't have abandoned this one. But this is also another work in progress for a character theme that I will finish at some point. These four are the ones that are done for the game that I'm like actually that are in the game somewhere. But this one I kind of like too. Oh, man, I should work on the Kyoukai music more again. Why don't I do that? I like what I was doing more than I think I thought I remembered liking it. Okay. That's a motif reference. Wow. I don't even remember this. This is really clipping a lot though, but I mean this was like a really early draft. Let's just do single games here. Other players going second. I don't know if I've ever even explained how Kyoukai works on an actual stream before. Kyoukai is literally... Oh, wait, it's repeating itself. We're repeating... Track repeat off. Shuffle. Well, we're trying to stay in the... I don't want it to jump into my actual playlist because it'll start to play copyrighted music. Track repeat off. Quick settings. Jump to next place. Repeat playlist. There we go. Okay, so now it's just jumping around inside of the Kyoukai music, so I guess that's good. Yeah, Yeah, okay. So Kyoukai is basically Fire Emblem or Disgaea or any of those ISO RPGs as a card game. So every card in your hand is like a unit that you can open. And, oh, you know what? I should set it up so that I can see the chat while I'm talking about this. Because right now I can't. If I do it like this, I can. Just in case anybody says something, although it doesn't seem like anybody is. But yeah, Kyoukai is an ISO RPG as a card game. Because I really like those. And I've always thought that card games needed like that like physical element of like you can really feel like this is a unit on the board. You can even look at it from top down as an actual card game. But I like looking at it like this too. So then, all you have to do, you can open as many cards from your hand as you want every turn, but your opponent can respond to each one. There's usually not that much responding right now. And everything comes in tapped, as you can see, so you can't use it immediately. This is obviously placeholder art. This is a real card. And the cards are sideways because it's like an isometric RPG reference. So let's just start playing a game and see where that takes us. Maybe it'll crash. I do like the music for Kyoukai, man. These two ready themselves immediately on coming in. Up here, this is what happens when you open the gate. That's its effect. Ding, ding, ding. This has... Oh, wait. Does this have 2 movement? It does. Let's just send him... Oh, I'm still going to send him here. This guy, after moving, you can either attack or use a skill. This guy has the skill Fortune Paul, which is for C2, place one game. It's basically Scry 2. Scry, look at the top 2 cards, leave one on top. So, Fortune Paul. Scry 2, but like you can't leave both on top. Opponent's going to decline to respond. Here's the 2 cards that we saw. I'm going to leave the defensive card on top. And then, now that we have 3 cards in a row, we can open Feng, because Feng just says that, and she pulls her stats from the things next to her. So you can see she's getting the 2 movement from here, the 9 attack from here. But everything's out of range, and there's no reason to continue, but I'm going to use my entrance actual effect, which is to move your bordering summoner spirit 1, then move this to the zone that it was in. Which means I can do this, like a push, and then I'll just end my turn like this. And then on the other side... Honestly, if we get through a full game, no issues, that'd be really cool. But there are little weirdo bugs here and there, like every time I do this. Put this down here. Move this out of the way. Oh wait, I have that card in my hand? Let me just do this. Put this down. My own Feng down, because I made that like 3 cards around 1 spot formation. Let's do this. And I'm going to Instinct Affinity forward because I have defensive cards. And end my turn here because everything is tapped. And see how badly my opponent, which is also me, hits me for. So this can do this. But I have, on the other side, a defensive card, Infencer's Pixie Prayer, which will swap the stats here. So then it becomes a 0-9 instead of a 9-0 just for that combat, and it fails. But then this can get all the way over and attack, which will work, but it will make her vulnerable next turn. But luckily I have a defensive card of my own. Let's get this somewhere safe. Do another Fortune Paul. Put the eagle on top. And then... You know what? Let's do this. That'll get me out of the way a little bit and him into the way a little bit. I have nothing to punch, because punch can only hit zones next to your cards, so it can hit like here, 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 here. It can like hit like, yeah, so, but like it can hit like any card next to one of your cards on the field. But I don't have a good thing to hit, so let's just end my turn. Let's see if we get to stick anything. It's interesting because I don't think about how I'm going to take a turn on the other side when I'm taking turns over here. But I can kind of... I don't have game, but I can put this down. There it is. This can jump up and kill the Fong. Now here's the cool thing about Fong. She's passively constantly copying. It's a passive effect, so the move, attack, and defense of this gate are always equal to the highest value of the summon spirit or entrant bordering it. Meanwhile, Pinfencer's Pixie Prayer switches the printed attack and defense of a summon spirit or entrant in target for the rest of this sequence. This attack, I can use Prayer to swap this to a 0-9. And you'll see in that moment that Fong will become a 9 defense. So her defense will actually jump up to 9 when this goes up to 9. Even though the attack is only for 0 now, that's one thing. So if you target her with Pinfencer Pixie Prayer, because her printed attack and defense are 0, nothing happens. But if you prayer something next to her, it'll affect that combat immediately. From there, I do want Fong gone. But I don't have a good way to do it unless I do this. So I move this over here. And that'll let me move my Fong over there. And the Fong will now have 4 attack. And oh, 9 coming from what? Oh, wait. Is it just updating roll? Oh, 9 from the other Fong. Because the attack from my own participant is transferring through the other Fong to Fong. At the same time, the 6 defense is transferring back to her too, through my Fong. Wow, okay. I mean, those are correct rulings. I just sometimes forget. This game actually, the simulator sometimes knows the rulings better than me, obviously. But yeah, it still works. Very funny stuff. I have access to Dragon. So Dragon is a guy that is like Blackluster Soldier in Yu-Gi-Oh! Here he is. He's paying his open cost right now. Shatter 3 differently named gates from your discard to ready this. So you have to, as it's in that colored box, which means I have to do it. And you'll see 3 cards just move to my opponent's Shatter out of their discard that have different names. And it's now opening there. It readies itself and has 10 attack and 1 defense. And is a big freak of a card. And it's going to be doing some good work here. Ding. Let's see. What else can I do? I have an empty hand, so I guess that's it. I will end my turn over here. And on this side, I can use my eagle to get in. Alright, so now the eagle's a little closer for next turn. I draw another eagle, the one that I put on top. But I'm very behind now, which is not great. However, I have this. I have... maybe I should play it safe. And I need to pick stuff apart. This has got to go, so let's take that out. No real things I can do over there. How do I get rid of their Fong? This needs to go up to here, like that. So let's use this card, actually. So this just switches with your entrant, but as a quick effect. You can place it next to your entrant and it switches with it, so it lets you dodge stuff. However, if your entrant is tapped already, if it's rested, you can still use it, but you have to discard a card from your hand at resolution if there's cards in your hand. So if it's the last card in your hand, you can use it for free in that situation. It's attack to get rid of this. Their hand is empty, so we're kind of pretty sure we're just getting everything we want. This now has 2 defense coming from the sealed gate here. Is this my last untapped card? It is. So once you can only play next to your cards that are ready. So then as soon as you use everything, you lose the ability to do any more. Let's just attack here. Our opponent's probably going to respond with their face down, and you're going to see what it is. So right now you see how I can't see what this is. So use use Discover Direction on it, and it flips up out of nowhere. Now we know what it is. It's a trap card that switches with one of your gates only on the opponent's turn. So that's going to happen. Our attack misses now, but we have Eagle anyways. The issue is that we're right next to this lion. Oh god, it's getting 3 defense from the lion! No! Oh wow. I've been cooked. I cooked myself. I didn't even know it. Okay, well, this is a bad start. We could be dead here. You know what? This is a good menu theme. I should put this on all the menus. I'm gonna rework this song a little bit to be a little nicer and then toss it on all the menus. Maybe I'll do that on stream too. After this game seems to... It seems like this game's just gonna go through with no problems all the way, which is kind of awesome. I like this. This was one of the first songs I wrote for the game, so I actually can't believe I've completely forgotten about it. We gotta clear this. That's gotta go. We're actually in a good spot to stabilize this game. Feng is completely trapped out here. We're about to trade off over here. I'd actually say I feel pretty good about this game just because I have 2 cards in my hand. I have a punch, which represents a lot of like burst damage. This game might actually be endable by me. So let's go over here, attack into this, and pass. Because the Funk just can't do anything, and I didn't draw a summon on the other side. Huh. Well, this is quite the little stall out, isn't it? Let's go over here. Oh, I can't do anything else after that. Undo, undo, undo. You can undo moves now, which is a boon, I'd say. Let's put this here. Move forward. So I think we're pretty safe to move forward and end turn. Their Feng is currently acting as something they can play cards next to. But that's it. Let's just try to get into range. And end turn. And then now I'm just gonna punch it. Pin sensor... There's no defensive cards over there, somehow. It's just bad luck, honestly. Let's put down this raptor somewhere where it's not in immediate danger. I think just wait. I can't get closer without... If I move this up, this will get hit. So next turn with Into the Gate and this, I have like a real attack, so I can just end my turn. And I think maybe win on the next turn if my opponent draws nothing. Of course they draw something. So let's go ahead on this side. Think this through. Put down Eagle, which is what I top decked over here on the other computer. Move down, attack into this. Decline to respond. Oh, I think I messed up. Oh, I made a mistake. It might not matter, we'll see. I drew a very silly card. Lumbering Tortoise, a very difficult card to deal with. Still no bug. Still no crazy bugs, which is kind of awesome. Primal Instinct will let me kill and move forward. This game's becoming harder and harder to turn around. And I can just end my turn here. I don't want to put myself, because I'm at 11 and they're at 20. You can top deck a punch if I ever move in one space away, right? So I move this guy here, this will just move over, attack me once, they draw anything, I die. And that's probably what they're waiting for too, is what I would guess. So I'm going to put this down here, and then Instinct Affinity. Horse is at the horse is actually a great draw for the other guy. Let's do this, back off. And actually, so the horse has the same similar effect to the entrant. Choose one bordering summoner spirit. This moves one, then that chosen gate moves to an empty zone of borders in the same direction. So this can move both of them up one, which means that they now have an ability to get really close really fast, which is obviously not good for me, as I need to win soon. Lumbering Tortoise also has 0 movement, so as you can see, it literally can't move at all, but its special ability is to move. But you can't use a special ability and attack in the same turn, so this cannot attack on the turn that it moves. But I have Into the Gate, which in theory gives me some good options. Ooh, really good options, in fact. Because I can do this. I can put this here. I can move the lion to here. Then I can Into the Gate. So, oh god, it has to be a card that's not next to it. I can only move myself. This is dangerous. I'm going to use this to kill this horse and take away their... Oh, I lose. I just realized that in the process of doing this, I've made myself too vulnerable. And on the other side, they've been holding a punch in their big hand of 4 cards this whole time. And that'll do it. They'll be able to use punch first, bringing them down to 8. Bringing Orewa Weep down to 8. Maybe when pigs fly, can now attack for lethal! So that's how this game works. And it looks like there were no crashes the whole time. But the issue has always been in starting multiple games back and forth, so while it does the handshake, let's see if the second game has any issues as we play through it. There's always been this weird issue where, like, after a couple games, when you open something, it'll start to freeze up the open thing. But I think a lot of the issues that I had last time have been solved, because there were some weird issues with the zone grid. Same as with Search, where I was, like, kind of too iffy with it. So I'm just going to play this one without explaining everything pretty fast. I'm actually going to play it aggressively. Let's play it really aggressively so we can get a game volume now that I've kind of said my piece about the game itself. And make less good, even though, I mean, I kind of threw to myself earlier. I lost track of, it's hard to play both boards without doing that at some point to yourself. Let's throw Cornerstone down, throw Hunting Eagle down, throw this, no, let's, I want to make sure I summon Fong on this turn, so the easiest way is just to get this out of the way. Probably tell this is my favorite song of all the ones I've made for this game. I was really happy with this one when I played it. When I made it. Let's put the tortoise down later. I'm gonna try to get the tortoise way up there. We'll protect the king stuff over there on that side. But now we can throw down all our tigers. And I can start to Gallant March, although I don't even know if I want to here. Let's go like this. Oh wait, I do want a Gallant March. That brings this into range. And it's moved twice this turn, so I can use Wanderer's Will. Wanderer's Will... Oh, it went to discard. Wanderer's Will, target one zone with your gate that has been moved by more than one effect this turn. Ready your gate that has been moved by more than one effect this turn. So, since this was moved by the Gallant March and its own movement, it can now go again. Oh, wait. Undo. I have Punch in my hand. Punch gives itself, you can target cards next to Punch as well. Punch is its own, target one zone that borders your gate includes itself, so it can extend your reach by itself a little bit. That'll give this the opportunity to race in. Really start piercing in, and then that's my whole hand, but I can drop my Fung to end the turn. A defensive card a little late, but everything's set up. So let's use a punch of our own. Get a Lumbering Tortoise down deep in enemy territory. Very hard to deal with card. Let's go up here. I do want to work on music after this. I really like some of these songs. I did not know I liked these like this. Decline. This is not going to be able to deal with anything. Let's just enter here. This is a summon that can open fast. When it opens, bordering gates gain 3 defense. Oh crap, it gave itself... Oh god, I gave it the defense it needed to survive that. Still put this back there, that's good. Here's the thing, Fong can handle this. So let's move this down into enemy territory where it's still very hard to deal with. And try to... Oh god, I made this impossible to clear for itself. Let's get myself in the way here. And let it ride. Yikes. Their Fong has like free reign on me right now. It's really annoying. Oh, and they drew a goat on the other side. Goat comes in ready, is ready every time it enters by moving or summoning into a corner of the field. It untaps itself. With the lore being that the corner of the field is like the highest points on the map. Nothing here can deal with the lumbering tortoise at all, so let's just get out of the way and closer to the opponent. We're in a good spot with our tiger. So actually, we'll be able to do the most if we do this. Nice. This guy eats things like checkers. Let's just do the attack here. Well, no, yeah, let's do it. End. I think this might be the end of the game, almost. Oh, we're at 11. Yeah, but I don't have a good... I've got to really do this kind of jazz over here, and then see if I win first. Another good draw. I'm not getting any closer. Let's just leave this alone and see what happens. In large part because on the other side I drew a card that's good for this kind of situation. So let's just ignore the tortoise completely. Try to bait the enemy closer. And give ourselves as many ways as possible to actually attack them. Without getting hit ourselves because we have no defensive cards and we're only at 11. But we're going to throw this down. No, this doesn't do anything. Oh gosh. Well, it gives us a spot to play stuff in. That's probably important. So let's put this here. So that I can open gates later. Draw. Ooh! That's a good one. Yeah, alright. It doesn't really matter what you shatter in the starter decks. Get baited here because we have our Pixie Prayer live and end the turn. The other side we have to do 20 all at once. Can we? Drew a really good one. Not really. Maybe it does nothing at all. But we have some good running away options. Can't even win. This is the deck building theme, by the way. I have music turned off while working on this a lot, but yeah, this is the deck building music. We only need to deal 2 damage, and we have it, but it's complicated. Actually, this is a very... I'm thinking about making a bunch of dual puzzles, like lethal puzzles, to do, because this is a very complicated one. So we need to deal 2 extra damage, but everything's out of range, or is it? So this thing can move again for its skill, and then attack a bordering zone after moving. So it actually has it has an effective range of 2. But if you use that range of 2, it goes to the bottom of the deck. So here's the thing, we need to get this to attack and then get out of the way, right? Or do we? Because what we can actually do is we can move this up, and then use Instinct Affinity on this golem. And by doing that, the golem is now in range, and the path is open at the same time. So little stuff like this, it's kind of cool, I think. A cool part of the game, a cool aspect of the game. And it's the kind of thing I kind of want to record. I think I'm gonna actually do that next, right now. Because it didn't crash, and it worked again. Everything's working again. Wow, okay. This is the stablest the game has been. And it's feeling really good. So I think I'm actually going to say that I'm happy with that level of stability here, and I'm going to start making some dual puzzles. So I guess I'll stay on, and we'll make a dual puzzle. Let me see if I can open Chrome without any issues for privacy reasons. Let's see if I can get Chrome open without showing any information I wouldn't want to show on a stream. I'm going to hide my screen really quick. Move Chrome in. Let's see if I can get to the Kyoukai worksheet. No, we need the scripts worksheet. I think we're good. Yeah, because I already hid the browser bar and stuff earlier. So this is the scripts worksheet where the cutscenes work. So let me show you what the cutscenes look like, and I'm going to pause this music. And I'll turn music on in the game now that I'm not playing with 2 computers, so the music won't be as distracting playing over itself. So if I go to play, and so I'm going to try to make a bunch of solo mode content, although there's no enemy AI. I'm going to do what I can without that. Oh, not lobbies. I'm so used to doing that. Tutorial and story. Here there's a bunch of tutorials that all function by pulling from a what's it called, from these scripts. So here, welcome to the world of Kyoukai. Oh, this is this one. Welcome to the world of Kyoukai. I'm childhood, right? So each of these lines is an action that the engine takes. Get action is it when it waits for an action, and these CSV, you export these as CSV files into the game. And so if I go like this, you can see everything's moving around. It's working pretty well. And it's sticky. Yep. So everything is still working here, it looks like, which is good, because, this is how you learn how to play. There is an online rulebook too, but this is one of the ways to learn how to play. Oh, I said I was going to unmute. So yeah, if you ever want to learn to Kyoukai, these tutorials are fully up online on Steam, so you can just do that whenever you want. But with that being said, let's make some dual puzzles. So first dual puzzle, going to make a new VN script, move it all the way to the end. Actually, I should just copy one that's here. Delete this. Let's go gain text, copy to existing spreadsheet. Oh, duplicate there, and then change this to puzzle 1. Let's name it clear a path. So we don't need the VN engine on this one. All we need to do is create a board state and leave it alone, and then get action for game end. So I think that's in tutorial original. I used to do that. There should be a get action for end game. Card interact, make its own choice. Card interact, no, hold on. Leave the rest to you. Use what you learned to be free player action. Remove overlay. Oh, there it is. Free player action, wait for game ended. P1 is the argument for free player action. So I'll go over here. Let's just clear out most of this because most of it's not needed. All we're going to do is set up a board state. So leave all the setting disabling on, hide phase alert, do not send response to center, auto denial, cutscene, yes, yes, yes. Spawn entrant on camera, good. Cutscene setup. It probably needs to happen too. Hide dialogue, add overlay. Okay, so we don't need any of that. So we're stopping there at cutscene setup. All that other stuff is probably needed. And then we'll just add something at the later for do action free player, wait for action of the game ending in my favor. Cool. Okay. How are we gonna do this? Maybe this would be easier to do. I don't have a good way to like move cards around non-theoretically, but I do have a good way to do it in person. But I don't know if my stream is set up for that kind of thing. Me. What's a good way to... I want to do it with physical cards in front of me, but I don't have a good way to do it on stream. It's not letting me make the camera bigger in OBS. Why is that happening? Every time I click on my picture, it just goes straight to my... oh, gosh. Well, maybe if I make another video source to the same thing, and then I take this, properties, filters, crop, turn the crop off, there's the full thing, shrink this a little bit. Okay, and I can turn this on and off. So rename this to like full cam. Down to here. Okay, this is a cool way to do it, I guess. I can turn... oh, the other one's name... oh. It thinks of these as the same stream. Just gonna do some OBS messing around right now on stream, I guess. Filters. Can I just undo those changes? I can, cool. So then what I want to do is to add source, video capture device. I'm going to change this full camera, make this thing capture the USB video device itself, and I guess somehow have it take over. So if I turn off me, I leave on full camera. Do I have to deactivate it on the other side? So if I deactivate this, I activate full camera. There it is. Okay, so that's one way to do it. So then I should be able to just do one of these. Alrighty, that's cool. Wow. Okay, I guess I'll do this here and there. Where are my starter decks? I need to figure out some fun puzzle ideas. So here's one entrant. Let's put the other entrant here for now. Let's set up that same scenario that I just came out a second ago. I wonder if anybody will even watch this in retrospect, but I guess I'll just do what I'm doing, right? Let's see. So what? I put like... So let's say they're at 11. This is here. And I'm here. This is here. And this is here. Wait, no. Like this? Or it was like this. So we set it up like this. So one of the puzzles can be like this. And I'll set up a couple easy ones. But like this would be a cool puzzle, right? Because this has to get over here. This wants to get over here. And then we put, to make it all the same, we put like this here. So it's like this, and they're at 11 life. Or they're at 12 life. Yeah, so something like this, and they're at 12 life. How do you win on this turn? This is a cool one. Okay, so I'm gonna do that stuff too. But first, let's set up the easy ones. So the easy ones would be like, I think this is, I'm gonna pull every card out of this deck, and I'm gonna double check that I didn't accidentally mess it up just now, because, you know, it's the same 40 cards on both sides, so I don't want to screw it. Perfect. Okay. So dual puzzle one. We're going to do a lion like this. And they can have two of these like this. So that's simple enough. And we'll give them 9 life. I like that. So this is a simple puzzle here. All you have to do is read what your lion does. That's kind of what we're looking for here. So let's go to full camera off. Me back on. Alright, that's actually pretty easy to do. Oh, there. That's not too bad. Okay, so I've got this in front of me. Let's set it up. First, we're going to take... so both entrants are in. Let's move the opponent's entrant, which I think I have code. I already have the line for down here. Did you see their gate open? Let me move your opponent into your attack range. Move me from zone to zone. Card P26 is going to be O2. Oh, let's not change this to clear path. Let's call it Primal Instinct. And then we're going to move the entrant into position, but instead of BO2, it's going to be A, B, C2. CO2. And the card ID is going to be the spawn order, which is the same every time, but it does mean we have to actually figure out how we're going to put everything in the right place, which means I need to make some deck lists. So if I go into, you can look at the structure of how these actually work. We go into Kyoukai, we go into VN scripts. Here it is, set chapters. Here's tutorials, here's set 1. And then what I'm going to do is make a new folder called Battle Puzzles. The exclamation mark will just make it sort to the top, I guess. And then let's close this real quick. Battle Puzzles needs inside of it more folders itself, but it also needs a preview and a text file for the summary. So let's put those over here. I'll make the preview later, but this image is what shows up when you click on it in the top right. The preview summary will be simple. Test your tactical knowledge. Test your tactical thinking with these. Okay. Now the one thing is that right now in the VN engine, you can just end your turn, and draw a new card. Draw a new card per turn, and then reset everything. So it makes everything kind of pointless. I am going to have to make a version of Free Player Wait for Action where you cannot end the turn, and just as importantly, where you can concede. So that's stuff I need to figure out, but I'll do that in a second. For now, I'll leave it alone so I can actually make the puzzles themselves. Insert me into So what we're actually looking for is a couple things. First, I need I need to go to card resources and go to the card list.csv, which is how database location is decided and how deck lists are loaded in. So we're looking for oh, and we want them to not have a hand too. So rather than cutscene setup, this should be puzzle setup, and I'll have to write a new. Or wait, can I not do cutscene setup? I think I can just not do cutscene setup. What is cutscene setup actually? Cutscene setup. Oh, it's a bunch of options already. Draw hand, go to first turn. So I should be able to say cutscene setup, am I first? Yes. Spawn entrance, yes. Move me from this cutscene setup. Okay, yeah, so draw. Wait, what? Am I first? Yes. Spawn entrance, no. I guess I can set this to true. Take these two lines away, right? The third one, draw hands, false. And then the last one, go to first turn, true. Okay, so that is right. Move me from zone to zone, CO2, yeah, that's fine. Free player, wait for action, that's fine for now. And what we need to do is figure out what card ID is Wandering Lion. I'm pretty sure it's always 1, yeah, so 0 is participant, 1 is Wandering Lion. So let's go into back to the VN scripts, and what we need to do is create a custom deck list. So every VN script, each player has their own deck list. So under battle puzzles, no, under tutorials, if you click here, you'll see, actually, this should be under, battle puzzle should be under, so this can be like this. And this can be like this. Okay, and then under battle puzzles, we can go to, or tutorials, we need to get into any of these, just get a deck list real fast. Decks.csv references a txt file starter, there we go. So what we need to do is we need to go back to battle puzzles, go back to here. Oh, I forgot I copied in this whole folder. Okay, so decks.csv is going to say starter twice, but I'm going to change this into puzzle custom. Puzzle 1, save. And then we're going to go, oh, you know, we can do puzzle 1 and puzzle 2. And these don't have to be legal decks either, I'm pretty sure. But we'll find out in a second. The script I'm going to replace in a second. Let's just replace it now. File, download CSV, and we're going to throw this straight into that folder under Godot. VN scripts, set chapters, battle puzzles, and save it over the script.csv. And then we're going to go into here and find some cards. So under, we don't need these images. Under script, under starter. Oh, we need to change this name to what we said, which is puzzle 1 and puzzle 2. Puzzle 1, did I capitalize them? Oh, I forgot immediately. No, I did not. And puzzle 2. Now then, the entrants are correct. The spirits we don't want. Everything else is fine, but we do want the top card of puzzle 1 to be just the Wandering Lion, which is number 1. Save. And you can see there's Wandering Lions down there too. And then for puzzle 2, same thing, take the spirit deck out, save, and then we want the first 2 cards to both be the Ox. And Ox is going to be, let's see what the card says. The card says, number 16. Here it is. 16, Weather Vane. Did I read this wrong? Oh, 46. 46 is way down here. 46, number 40, row 41. So this is database location 40. I'm going to go ahead and set the first 2 to 40. Save. And then what we're going to do is call spawn from main deck directly. So let me actually just move this down because I'm just going to do this now. Somewhere in here, something spawns from main deck, I'm sure. Spawn from main. One of these must draw a card. Is there a way to search with the whole thing? No, never spawn from main. Okay. That's how you draw though, right? Spawn from main. Yeah, spawn from main deck. Yeah, no. Okay. So what we need to do then is actually call it as a new, from scratch. So do action. The callable is going to be spawn from main deck. Spawn from main deck exists in the main node. So spawn from main deck. Let me just copy this over to make sure I get it right. Capitalization will matter. This is going to be root main. That's where it gets called. And we need to give it the arguments, which are going to be a spawning player, which is going to be expecting an integer, I think. Spawning player expects an integer. So spawning player is going to be for player 1. So int tilde 1, comma. The next, oh, it's an at. At separates. Use at to separate them. I just remembered from up here. Argument 2 is going to be top or bottom. So we're going to do the top of the deck. It's expecting a string. Okay. It's expecting a string that's either top or bottom. So string tilde top at. And then the next argument is spawn to location. I think we're giving it, it's going to hand before we move it to field. We're not going straight to the field. Because that's not how the engine works. So we're going to do hand, which I think is looking for a string with the word hand. It is. String tilde hand. Oh, well, no commas, no quotes needed. And then the last argument is push online, which we can ignore. It's fine if it says true in offline games too. So let's do that twice. That'll spawn one card from the top of the deck 2 times, which is basically how you draw 2. And then we're going to do the same thing for the opponent, where now this is 2. All right. And then with that, we can now play the cards onto the field. But let's actually run this VN script and see and note down what the names of the card nodes actually are, which is how I do that. So let's delete this. File, download, CSV, script, save, yes. And Godot, the engine actually checks the game itself, or it checks the folder itself for these things, so it'll have that.
Alabaster goldfish.
So we go to play, go to tutorial and story, and there it is, battle puzzles. Expand chapters, entrance, moving, and attacking. Oh, that's right, I didn't change the name. Yikes! Move me from zone to zone callable on a null instance. Did I do something wrong about that? Move me from zone to zone. Card P2-6. And in here... it didn't spawn the 4 spirit cards. So it's actually not card P2-6. Wait, what is this? Node 2D 85 turn player animation? Turn player choose showed up twice? Why is there... Oh, this is related to spawn or cutscene setup, isn't it? This was probably fixed in the other setup and not in this. Yeah, here it is. Turn player animate. Yep, and here it is. Oh no! Add child result node. And down here, add child result node. So this is happening twice? Did the other setup happen? I don't think it's supposed to. Wait, hold on. Has that been happening with the other tutorials too? So I can just take out the turn player animation spawn in the cutscene setup if it's doing that. I don't care. I just don't remember how I had that set up in the first place.
Alabaster goldfish.
Play lobbies, go into... Oh, nope. Tutorial and story, go into tutorials, just grab a random one. It is! Alright. So cutscene setup, we're going to take this out. Oh wait, only the result node is getting instantiated here, which is now should be the same thing here. Okay, cool. What was I looking for? That's right. Move me from zone to zone didn't work. But I still need to figure out what the card node number is. It should be 2. I'm going to assume it's 2, but let's just check really quick instead of assuming, because it's easy.
Alabaster goldfish.
Crash. remote playfield field 1122. So this should say 22. In that case, I'm gonna make an assumptions really fast and see how much time we can save, because this is going to be card 3, card 4, and card 5. So card 1-3 is going to be the ones we spawn for ourselves. So I'm going to say send me to field, which I think is definitely used in a bunch of places here. Yep, send me to field. There we go. Let's go over here, so we don't have to re-find how the function works or where it is. So we need to call send me to field in card P-1-P1-3. That's this one, and we're going to send it to... Oh man, I don't know what that means. Okay, let's check. Let's check the actual function then. Send me to field. Look for the function, send me to field. Source player username. I see. So the source player is ourselves. This is your lion. Oh wait, we are supposed to. The opponent should be drawing 2. We only draw 1. We only have the lion on the field. The lion is going to zone A2. Oh, okay. And then send me to field for the opponent 2. Ding, ding. P1-3, P2-4, and P2-5. And let's send those to A3, I think. We're in C. So the opponent's entrant is in C2. A, B, C2. The lion should be in B1, actually. B01. And then the ox should be in C01 and B02. I can move this down. Let's see if this just works right off the bat. Save, file, download CSV, save it over the script. Let's just rename this folder so I don't keep getting confused. 01, and it's going to be called Primal Instinct. We should be able to just run it like that. Saw it re-imported everything. Should be good to go.
Alabaster goldfish.
Oh, it was backwards. C3 was right. Oh. Whoopsies. What's going on here? Oh. It didn't run the send me to fields at all. Be an ace number 6 free player wait for action. Did I? Oh, I did leave it up here. Okay, whoops. Oh, I changed the name of the frickin' folder. VN scripts, set chapters, battle puzzles, primal instinct, script.csv, save. Alright, we're good. That was intended behavior. I wonder what I should stream. I've been streaming at night because it's cooler at night. It gets really hot during the day in this room if I don't have my AC on, and the AC is super, super loud. So I'll probably stop streaming soon as the sun rises. It's really messed with my sleep schedule to be doing this, but them's the breaks. And hopefully you guys are watching this in retrospect. Maybe this is something someone's interested in. Let's go to Battle Puzzles, Primal Instinct. Cool. Yeah, that's just about it, isn't it? Oh, Zodiac Dog, Honesty. What the heck? That ain't right. Wait, why is this... Player should be free. Oh. Oh, I didn't check all cards selectable one time. Okay, so that's actually something else to do. So let's move this down one. And then this is going to say something else in a second. But looks like we were wrong about the deck list. Go to decks. No, go to puzzle 2. Puzzle 1. Puzzle 2, 40, 40. So it's not 40. What is it? So Wandering Lion is 2, but it's actually 1. Zodiac Ox is 42, but it's actually 41. Don't save. Let's change this to 41. 410. Save. And then we can also add in check all cards selectable. So that's going to be check all cards selectable happening in rules engine. So we're going to go to, let me just double check how this looks. Actually, let me see if I've done this before. Check all cards. I have. Check all cards selectable in rules engine. So all I have to do is go to Primal Instinct, throw this in here, save, file, download CSV. Script.csv, save, and we should be good. And then we can do it and see if it ends the VN engine as expected. And then I'll stop streaming probably.
Alabaster goldfish.
Let's go to, click to start. Play decks, play tutorials, battle puzzles, Primal Instinct. Nice. Nice. Oh, we have to change their health to 9. Let's just test that the wait function is still working real quick. It's gonna take another turn, isn't it? I should have just moved my entrant. It would say just 5 seconds. Whoa! What's going on here? Deny response is getting called, even though there's no sequence array. How is that happening? Did it call deny responsive waiting or something? It's definitely because deny response is getting called while the turn ends during setup, specifically if it's a VN engine stuff. How about let's just handle this with a band-aid. Why is deny count greater than or equal to 2 though? That shouldn't be happening. Deny count 0. Oh, it became 0 down here. You know what? Right before it starts doing this, if sequence array. Actually, I'm not even sure how this happened because sequence array is blank. Sequence array is blank, so the size should be 0. Oh, the size is 1 because it's doing a +1, so it's willing to try it one time. Then currently resolving sequence number is still 0 anyways. It becomes -1 because it got subtracted from. Wait, what the heck? Currently resolving sequence number. Where does it get set? Sequence array dot size -I + 1. I is 1. I guess? No, I is 0 + 1 is what? Oh, -1. I see. Wait, what the heck? I don't think that's how that works. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, let's just say a sequence array is blank. Return. Just end this. Everything else after this is inside there, right? Oh no, this stuff. So I want that stuff to still happen. So let's just say... Oh god. Let's just say... We're looking for where this indent changes. Am I crazy? Oh, it's this. Okay, all this stuff is getting indented out. It's crazy. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, if sequence array is not equal to blank, then yep. Then do that whole thing. Deny count is greater than 2. Yeah. Expected else after ternary operator condition. Oh. Okay. Let's try that again. Let's just end the turn a couple times and see what happens.
Alabaster goldfish.
Let's find actually. Let's find currently resolving sequence number, which here is 0. So we end the turn. It goes up to 1. It goes back down to 0. 1 goes back down to 0, and 1 back down to 0. We should be able to do this forever without any issues. Wonder what that was all about. Okay, cool. So that works. What we can do is... First off, let's try something. I'm going to go to the deck. Into the end scripts. Set chapters, battle puzzles, primal instinct, go to puzzle 1. Take out every card that's not that one. Like this. Go to puzzle 2, take out every card that's not those two. And see what happens, because I've actually never checked even the deck out condition, to be honest, but it's supposed to, you're supposed to lose on deck out. And then let's go up one more, insert one row above, change life. Clear 2, -11.
Alabaster goldfish.
Deck 0, cool, okay. Nice. Alright, so then let's do that. But let's try ending the turn. Oh, yeah, cool. Oh my god. Is it gonna get stuck cycling? Oh, it still just cycles back to your turn. Okay. What happens if I do that while... What if I happens if I go back while it's cycling? Oh, I just can't click on it until the animations are over. Oh, yep, okay, there it goes. It's trying to start the next turn cleanup sequence while... Yeah. Okay, well, I'll work something out anyways. I'm not going to let you end the turn that way. I think that's it. I think I was going to stop streaming now, but that's a pretty good start to Battle Puzzles.